Hey there, it's great to have you with us. The next few minutes are going to be super important for you, so please listen up and pay close attention. In the next few minutes, I'm going to run through everything you need to know about exactly how we were going to help your business. All right? But first of all, let's quickly talk about why you're here. You're here because you've got something great to offer, something people need, but you're not getting the online recognition that you deserve, right? Well, what if I told you the 3 things which successful local businesses are doing right now that most others aren't? Number 1, identifying key opportunities. Look, rather than blindly throwing budget, which is always limited, right, on ineffective and irrelevant advertising, and you know the culprits here, guys, we're talking Google AdWords, futile SEO, single press releases, that kind of thing. Rather than doing that, these guys are intelligently mapping out their current exposure in their local area and strategically planning and directing their marketing efforts. Why? Because it's smart. What is the point in burning money, literally burning money, on useless marketing strategies that render 0 return on investment, when you could spend a fraction of that cost to produce guaranteed, tangible results? Number 2, strategic, targeted campaigning. Once businesses have mapped out the key opportunities in their local area, so I'm talking about areas where they've got, little or no exposure at all, and where there's low competition, they are then targeting their marketing on these areas. Why? Well, it's simple. If you know where the best opportunities are, and these guys do, because they've bothered to spend the time finding out, right? Then you can direct your efforts at these opportunities and start getting immediate results. And number 3, and this is key, right? Tracking progress and keeping focus. So you've got to do all 3. The businesses that are getting the best results are continuously analyzing their efforts, finding out how their marketing is affecting their business and their exposure. And based on the data, recalibrating, readjusting, and refocusing based on their results. They keep their eye on the ball always to make sure they're always getting the best possible return on their investment, or ROI. And this is clearly the best way for any business to approach their marketing strategy, right? So why is it so few businesses are doing this? And remember, the ones that are flourishing, because they're using whatever budget they might have in the most effective way. Well, there's a few reasons, but the process I've just explained is time-consuming, it's costly, and moreover, it's technical, all right? You need specialist knowledge. You need a full-time marketing team to be able to track your efforts in this way, all right? And that is difficult. But guess what? Everything I have just described, identifying opportunities, strategic campaigning, tracking progress, and keeping focus, is exactly what we do. You have just signed up to the smartest, most cost-effective way to shout about your business and get noticed. And we do everything for you, literally everything, which I'm going to run through in a bit more detail. So just sit back, pay attention, and everything is going to become a bit clearer, all right? So number 1, firstly, to find out where to target your efforts, right, we need to know what your current situation is. And the way we do this is by mapping out your online exposure for each service or product your business offers in your local area. And remember, getting noticed on a local scale is key to growing your business. We call this a snapshot report. You might be wondering what this looks like. Well, let me explain. Let's use an example. Let's say your business is a dentist called, for example, Diamond Dentistry. For each service, first of all, for each service that your clinic offers, we list every keyword and phrase that is associated with that service, all right? These are vital to include in the campaigns, as these are the things that your potential customers are using to find a business just like yours that's going to solve their problem. For example, for general dentistry services, we all know we all need this service in our lives. We've all searched for a dentist near us. That's a key one already there in the past. So we include things like dentist near me, local dentist, emergency dentistry, and so on. And we do this, for every keyword that is relevant. The next thing we do is to identify the key localities for that business to reach in its local area. So this includes the main business city, in this case, Fresno, this is a hypothetical business, by the way. And we include smaller neighborhoods within that. And again, this is because the aim here is to identify your business's current visibility in and around your local area. So say this dentist's clinic was based in Fresno, California. We want to see the visibility across Fresno. We list the key neighborhoods. So we've got Fresno, obviously, Fig Garden, Downtown, Tower District, Woodward Park, West Side, Parkdale. And we don't want to list every neighborhood possible. No, we want to list the key neighborhoods that are going to have the biggest impact on the business we're working with. But now comes the interesting part, finding out where those opportunities lie. So we research dentistry in Fresno and we see if our client's dentistry, first of all, appears at all in Google searches. I.e., is this business visible to people searching for services that it offers? And we color the first cell accordingly. So red, as we see here, would show that diamond dentistry is not appearing in Google searches at all. On the other end of the scale, and that we have a scale of 4 colors, red, orange, yellow, green. On the other end, a green cell would show that this business is dominating that front page of Google. But it's no good just showing if diamond dentistry is visible or not, right? We need to find where the opportunities lie. So how do we do that? Well, on top of this, like on top of the visibility that we're showing here by the red color, we analyze the competition level in each location for each service. And how do we do that? Well, we have a team of experts, to be quite frank, who use various standardized specialist techniques to measure this. And we show the level of competition on the report using stars. It's a simple way to portray, complex research and information. So we showed 1 star would look like very low competition, whereas 5 star would show very high competition. Think of it like this, right? Imagine Google as the virtual version of Main Street in a neighborhood. So 1 star would show that there are very few businesses on that street offering dentistry services. So there's a lot of room to kind of muscle your way in there and be visible as a new business on the block. 5 stars would be the same as if there were, hundreds of dentistry businesses all crammed in on the same street or the same block. This is a much more difficult situation to become visible in and to gain exposure. We've all been in that situation, in a city where there are so many coffee shops on the same street. Like how does one of those coffee shops stand out and get those customers in the door? So we analyze this visibility and competition level for every location that we're working on. So it's 5 star in Fresno, 4 star in Big Garden, and so on. Now listen up though, because this is the key part. We then expand this report and measure diamond dentistry's visibility and the competition level across each service they offer in each of the key business neighborhoods we have identified. And you end up with something that looks like this. All right, this is a full snapshot report. In itself, and I'm talking like without any marketing or anything like that, this is an incredibly valuable tool for any business because it literally shows you exactly where you should aim your marketing efforts, right? It's pretty incredible. The best way to use resources here is to target the lowest hanging fruit, the areas where there is low competition and where the business has low visibility. Why? Well, because these are opportunities that are literally just sitting there waiting to be exploited by whoever is smart enough to see it. And we do this for you. And so you've got your map, right? You've identified your key opportunities. So let's use it. So number 2, we produce a campaign. You can now literally pinpoint the exact areas where you can run the most effective marketing campaigns. And of course, we do this for you as well. But let's just have a look here. So for example, dentures in Fig Garden, low competition, low visibility. Fillings in downtown. Root canals in Fresno. Hygienist. And it goes on and on. And I'm only highlighting here, by the way, the lowest hanging fruit. We could target, anything on this report. But these are opportunities we can start taking immediately from that first campaign. And by the way, guys, just to remind you, when I say a campaign, that's 6 pieces of multimedia content distributed to over 400 high authority websites. All right, we publish this all over the internet. So you've got your opportunities. You've found them. You've identified them. And then we publish your campaign. Boom. You have just made your first strategic targeted campaign, putting your business directly in front of people specifically after that service that you've campaigned on, or whatever it might be, whether it's dentures in Fig Garden, whether it's dentistry, general dentistry in Fresno, whether it's hygienist services at downtown, whatever it might be, you're going to be put directly in front of those customers that are going to convert, those people that are specifically after exactly what you offer. So we've published your campaign. But what's the point in that if you don't know how effective it is, right? So that we come on to number 3, tracking your progress and keeping focus. So how does Diamond Dentistry, our hypothetical client in this situation, how do they know it's working? Well, of course, we do this for you too. Every month, we measure the impact of each campaign and demonstrate this through updating that snapshot report. So each month you can literally see how your business is becoming more and more visible. And, it goes without saying, the more potential customers that see your business, the more your business grows. So now you have the secret recipe. And the best bit, you can let us do all the work for you and spend your time doing what matters to you, focusing on your business. All right, so just to recap, we are going to do the following for you. We will produce a snapshot report. We will deliver bespoke monthly campaigns. We will provide monthly snapshot updates. All right, so we're going to update that report for you and have that sent out. For the first 3 months as well, you're going to be receiving a special video presentation from a member of the team, which is going to go through some live Google searches so you can see for yourself exactly how this works. So you can see how amazing it is, the content that we have created, how that's going to affect your visibility, and see exactly how the whole picture, see how everything works. And just to give you a quick timeline. All right. So day 1, in month 1, your first date of payment, when you first came on board with us and you signed up for your subscription. By day 10, you should have received your first snapshot report. All right. And by day 21, so about 3 weeks after you first came on board, that first campaign should be published, right? So in those first 3 weeks, we're getting everything together for you. We're producing that snapshot report. We're authoring your campaign, we're producing video content, the audio content, SlideShare, everything that goes into that. And that gets published around 3 weeks. So we distribute that. And then in your second month, this is what you can expect. So day 1, you have your date of payment. By day 7, the latest day 7, you should receive your snapshot update. So you will have received your updated report, and you will have also had your first kind of campaign review in the form of that video presentation. And day 21, again, the next campaign is published. And that is the same routine then, month on month. So your next payment comes through, you receive your update for the previous month's campaign, which directs, by the way, the direction of the next campaign. And then 3 weeks into that month, your next campaign is published. And by the way, just quickly, you should start to see results from those campaigns, by the way, around 48 to 72 hours after they're published. So you'll be seeing that content all over the internet for what the campaign was focused on. You might recognize this in an increase in traffic to your website. So just for now, sit back, relax, and we look forward to presenting you with your first snapshot report around 10 days from now.